Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey,
lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Try and start this drive in the air. And incomplete to open things up. Try to get that pass to Khalil Shakir. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And when you get ready to face the number one overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
And he's got it down to the 28. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down at 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there. And now 4th down. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 20 carries, 115 yards.
I think he's exactly what he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly.
And down he goes, brought down, Raiders sack. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Raiders sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And their effort to bring this one out, it's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total. Made it difficult with this guy. And 5 receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 5. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You look at this Raiders defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears CD.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
That's what they told us this week. That pressure on the QB is key. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown! Jets are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that was good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point by Ryan. Cut it to 3 and 10-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop. They watch the other side just score, but remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time, so have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check it out. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Ready to return, here's Hilliard. And he will make it to the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days of being back to the last time you were on the field. So now, one more importance on how you're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Now back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Josh Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back. score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed by the feet?
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they have it right. Extra point. Leads down to a field goal at 17-14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter one, they struggled. Quarter two here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Ja'Cory Bennett has it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked down to the 24. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 9-point game.
completions. Yeah, in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 4. Completes this. And now the ball's out from near midfield. And the Raiders pick it up. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a gain of a yard, and what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway. And now off to the races down the right side. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2nd down and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He will push his way down to about the 14. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
much thrown against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. And that's great complimentary thing. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Well, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we're talking about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Open man, it's Palmer. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Couple of first downs on the drive already. As he'll go from the 47 now on first down. Hall to give up the middle. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. Shakir holds it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. They'll give the Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
On second down, they run it here. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big gain of 39 on third.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. Now left side of the swing pass. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. They have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Fantastic game for this defense, has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, has thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. 7 yards there at a first down. Looking to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. 7 yards there and a first down. And he'll run on the inside handoff. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. They'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be fourth down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Hall into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. And will be intercepted. Taylor now will return it. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17. They've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wide open receiver, complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Raiders come up with a late turnover. And it will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And that's caught inside the 30. Usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Las Vegas, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.